Morning, guys. Welcome back to Steve's United Talk. Um, Good morning to you all. I hope you've got a coffee in your hand or you've been able to relax a little bit while listening to this. So, let's get straight into it. So, we're going to talk today a little bit about the tactic. We're going to talk today a little bit about Jurgen Klopp coming out in a recent podcast and just a couple of little things that he had to say about Man United. Not particularly bothered about talking about him. Let's talk about the tactic that Arnie Slot was moaning about, crying about like a big baby, the long ball. I just want to say I hope Diego Forlan's okay. I heard that he's been in a bit of an accident, so I hope everything's okay there. Hate stuff like that. So our thoughts are with you, Diego. And then just a couple of little transfer speculations about a couple of players. Let's get straight into it. So I think the biggest thing that I'm going to talk about really is Jurgen Klopp got offered the job in 2013, and with that came an interview, obviously with the Manchester United board. And apparently the board had basically turned around and said that Man United is so big that we get all the players we want. And Klopp sat there thinking, if they're signing these players, it's not going to be his project, and he wants a team that's going to be his project, which undoubtedly ended up being Liverpool. And it took him a few years to filter through the players that he wanted, and the board at Liverpool gave him time, and he created a great way of playing with that team to compete against the top Premier League side. So my take from all that is Manchester United are buying players that they want, not necessarily what the manager wants, and that's big alarm bells really, because you look at Amrin and you think he is getting third, fourth, fifth positions. We've heard that Amrin wants to sign a certain player, and then all of a sudden we've got a different player. I hope that's still not going on. I know we've got a budget and things to live up to, but I also don't like the fact that literally, as Sir Alex Ferguson's leaving, we've got a group of dickheads going around saying, "Oh, we're Man United. We can buy anybody. We can do this. We can do that." 10 years down the road, them bunch of dickheads have absolutely fucking destroyed the team. And basically, Jurgen, from his part of his interview, because I'm not really interested in it too much, part of his interview is saying that them two things. So one, we're Man United, we can buy who we want. Two, it's not gonna be our project, but jump on board. So as soon as Sir Alex left, we had fucking David Moyes destroy the coaching staff, and these bunch of retards turn around and go, you know what? Like, we can do what we want with Man United. Like, mate, you aren't Man United. The soul of Manchester United was the coaches, Sir Alex Ferguson, David Gill. That was the soul of Manchester United. The players are just people that we buy in and bring in, and they need to fit the car, not create the car. It was already there, and they completely destroyed it. They let David Moyes destroy it. And I think that was in a panic with Sir Alex Ferguson leaving. I don't think they had a backup plan. And them saying that Sir Alex Ferguson appointed him, then yeah, maybe he did. But maybe that's because actually the Glazers didn't have a fucking clue what was going on. They were like, oh, yeah, he's leaving. What? We've got to run a fucking football club? Oh, but we're Man United. We're the biggest club in the world. We can buy who we want, do what we want. Bunch of retards, mate. Absolute bunch of retards. And I think this should be studied in years to come of how you shouldn't meddle with shit that you haven't got a fucking clue about, even if you've got money. More important to have people around you. So that's all I'm going to say on that, because that kind of annoys me. So then let's get straight into the tactic. So the tactic, for anybody that's not really sure, in the first 45 minutes, Manchester United game plan, a lot of the game plan was to bring Van Dijk out of position. Now, with Liverpool's front four pressing high up the pitch, this season especially, their midfield isn't coming up to fill the hole. So what you've got is something called second ball, which most people will understand. But a second ball is, if I'm Van Dijk and doing a header, where's that second ball going to? And that second ball, a lot of the time, went to United. And it was very well utilised by Amarin. And like I say, so for the goal, for instance, Van Dijk come out and challenged for that ball, even though McAllister's running backwards. Quite a few feet in front of his defensive line. As soon as that ball comes, Diallo's on the right, waiting, almost expecting that ball is going to be picked up by Bruno or Casemiro. Now, the ball was picked up by Bruno, and Van Dijk instantly had to be aggressive to try attack, to try close down that ball. And Bruno's quick decision switched the ball out to Diallo. And automatically, as soon as that happened, Mbue was like, I'm off, which then triggered Van Dijk to go as well. And with them both running, a lovely little ball around the back from Diallo with the outside of his left foot, which love Diallo. And then we have basically a free rein on goal because Van Dijk's not catching him. He's a couple of paces behind. The goalkeeper is now in a one-on-one situation with Mbue, and it's a goal. Beautifully crafted goal. And that all came because of the long ball that Arne Slot's crying about. But I'm just going to say, mate, sort your fucking tactic out. Your gap between your front pressing four, which are pressing and doing what they want, but we just exploited it really well, and Amarin's definitely done his homework there because we did it consistently throughout that first half. I think Liverpool adjusted things slightly in the second half, and that's what made them probably a bit more dominant on the ball and in possession. But yeah, we exploited that well, and that's what Arne Slot was having a cry about. But I'm going to be honest with you, mate. Like, just you've lost 4 in a row now. The idea is not to cry about it. The idea is to sort out whatever you've fucked up in the team. But that's your issue, not ours. We're going on with King Maguire. And yeah, that's a question for you. Do you think Maguire will now get a contract extension at Manchester United? Obviously, silly talk now because he scored the goal against Liverpool, and everybody's like, "Oh, we can win the league." And just let's temper expectations. Great goal. It was a wide open game. Liverpool lit the post a few times. We hit the post. Bruno should have put us way out. But he hit the post instead. All it had to do was just had to be between sticks. It was lovely again. I think it was by Diallo again. I think, wasn't it? Yeah. Yeah. We just let's just build a bit of momentum now. Let's get our heads together. I'd rather see that style of play and it work than us not really have too much of a style of play and it not working. But yeah, so I think just as an overcast, that's kind of what it was. It was the second ball. He was moaning it was pumping it long, but it was definitely a tactical decision. And away at Anfield, you're going to get pressed. You're going to get pressed high. It's just Liverpool's midfield, and if you watch the highlight, I'm not too good at editing, so I'm not sure how to put bits in and take bits out. But Liverpool's midfield were very tight to the defence. the holding midfield, and it just left a massive gap between holding midfield and the guys that were pressing. So a little bit like us when Amarin first come in, and we're pressing, and Bruno's looking behind, and nobody's pressing with him from midfield. Kind of really frustrating. So I think Liverpool are sort of in that transition at the minute. But yeah, I think it puts a lot of pressure on like Verts, Szoboszlai, and McAllister at the minute. So yeah, well, it was a great tactical performance and a great day, and we'll take that. So yeah, moving on. Obviously, Le Mans is getting so much praise at the minute, which I believe he should. But again, I don't know who signed him, who decided to sign him, but we're just sorting a problem out that we fucked up with De Gea, aren't we? One of the best goalkeepers, shot stoppers, decision makers in a split second that we ever had. It was amazing, and we let him go due to contract, so that I believe, so that we could give the likes of Rashford and Bruno a bigger contract. And what another fuck up of a decision that was. So, yeah, I mean, kudos to the kid. He's come in, got his head down, worked hard, fell straight into the system, knows what he's doing. I mean, I think the goal. I'm just trying to think. The goal come from his goal kick. Van Dijk headed it. Maguire headed it back. Van Dijk come back out and headed it again, which then it dropped to Bruno. So actually, it came from Le Mans like goal kick. Well, not goal kick, but receiving the ball in his area and clearing it. So that was a definite direct way of playing, and Liverpool couldn't handle that in the first half. So yeah, well done to him. He looks sturdy, and like I've said in previous videos, just he's becoming in such a short space of time, he's becoming a little bit of stability at the back for the boys. So yeah, so we'll move on. What we got next? So let's just do a little bit of transfer news, just a little bit. So apparently we've opened a line of negotiation with Real Madrid over Hendrik. Apparently he's not happy with not being played, and he was the next big thing, wasn't he? And to be fair, he's just wasted at Madrid, and I think he will be a quality striker at any other team at the minute. Previously, to come into Madrid, he was absolutely on fire. So I think that's a good little line of communication. And I think with Højlund looking like he's already signed for Napoli, that's going to get triggered. We're definitely going to be in the market for somebody. Obviously, Obi's nowhere near the first team this season, so obviously Amarin's not happy with him. But again, that's not looking at defenders, is it? Midfielders, sorry. Although I think I reported yesterday we are looking at Frankfurt's one of Frankfurt's midfielders, I believe. I think I absolutely destroyed his name again. But yeah, we was definitely looking at. Just trying to see if I can see it now. Yeah, I can't remember his name, but anyway, we're definitely in the transfer market for a couple of players. I think Kobe Mainu. His reaction to Man United's win, couldn't control his emotions when Harry Maguire scored. So yeah, I think it shows that he wants to be here. I just wish we knew what was going on, but obviously, yeah, we don't, do we? So we'll we'll take that. It was great to see him celebrating, and that's what we want, isn't it? From our young lad, we want the passion, we want the determination, we want the heart and desire that we saw against Liverpool in every game. Um, you know, yeah, there's a picture here, I think, of Amarin with him on his shoulder. Um, but I hope he starts getting in. You know, I heard, I think I reported in another video that he's working with him off the pitch. So I'm not sure if he's trying to turn him into a number 6 rather than a number 8. But we'll see. So we'll just let me just have a little. Yeah, so the media are tipping obviously Hendrick is the next Ronaldo, obviously because he's from Brazil. But I don't know how much he'll cost, and especially because he's not playing, is he then? You know, I think we'll end up probably signing him maybe as a loan rather than a full time. But then a Man United going to say Real Madrid realistically going to let him come and play for Man United if he's not going to get much game time. I mean, it's a bit of a dodgy one. But if we can sign him at least on loan in January. But the problem is we're not having Champions League football or any European football. Like you have one game a week. You know, it's a little bit tricky, isn't it? Because he is an absolute. Well, he's got the potential to be an absolute baller, and that's what we want, isn't it? We want a baller. We want somebody that can play with his back to goal, you know. And Hendrick is a great player. Watched him a lot as he was growing up. If you play Football Manager, you knew he was always going to be one of the better talents coming through. So yeah, hopefully we can get him. And that's pretty much. I still can't find that other lad. What was his name? Blah, 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 what was his name? Come on, been so busy. I even couldn't stop properly working yesterday with this, but they're all like latest, aren't they? So yeah, did you all see the dressing room clip of Fernandez in the dressing room with Maguire and he walked in? Beautiful. And that's something that I liked as well. I don't know if you've seen them walking into Carrington yesterday on the Manchester United YouTube page. That was nice to see them all smiling and laughing, and Bruno turning around and saying that Euro, the 20 minutes that he played, was outstanding, basically. And that's another, like Euro, like I said, he's going to be a superstar for Manchester United. One of the best. Sorry if I found it. One of the best young centre backs in the world. And he came on that last 20 minutes and played his absolute heart out for us, didn't he? So yeah, I can't take it away from the young ones. I just wish Mainu would get more game time. I'm hoping that this next 4 or 5 games now coming up, we played all the big teams pretty much. I'm hoping that he's now going to get a good run in the team, and then work from there. Just get cracked on, mate. Just bloody do your business. Because I'm just trying to see if I can. No, I can't find it. I can't remember what his name was. That's frustrating me. I should have got it up before now, but my apologies, guys. Like I say, I'm completely new to all this. So I'm trying to do a bit of this, bit of that, work out how to edit. It's like work, cracked rib, kids. It's a lot. So yeah, if you could, guys, give us a like and a share. Comment if you know anything to do with editing or anything. That would be a great help. I'm gonna have to get to watch a couple of videos on that, aren't I? So, but yeah, I think that's pretty much the roundup of the news today. And yeah, just the main points obviously was getting what's his face, Arnie Slot's crying face out of my head because he does he's starting to do my head in. He's a bit like Klopp already, isn't he? He just spent 430 something £1 million, mate. Don't tell me it can't work. But it just shows money's not everything, and we've done our fair share splashing money about, haven't we? So yeah, I mean, here's one for you. Predictions for the next Forest manager, because we all know he's going to get sacked. Oh no, am I a little bit behind here? I think Forest have named Sean Dyche, aren't they? Is that right? Yes. Okay. So I was thinking this yesterday. I was meant to bring it up, but okay. So Sean Dyche. Oh, wowzers. Okay. Yeah. So don't do that because they've already appointed somebody. So yeah. Oh, Joshua Xerxes. There's something. What? What's your view on Joshua Xerxes, guys? Do you think he should be getting minutes? Why isn't he getting minutes? Do you think that coming back from struggling last year, do you think he's still struggling now? And Amarin's like, look, mate, if you're struggling, I'd rather you go. He's been nowhere near the first team, has he? I can't even remember. Does he even have an appearance for us this season? But apparently PSV are interested. And that's it. The Porto player. Um, while we've apparently been linked with Joe Bellingham, which I'm not sure is the best idea, if I'm truthful. We've also apparently been linked to Victor Froholt. Murdered it. Yeah, and that's acclaimed alongside Watt and Belaber. There's no Anderson in there. Why would there be no Anderson in there? Anyway, Bellingham apparently is open to a loan move, return to England during the winter transfer window. But if he's not getting played at Dortmund, that's a worry. And let's face it, we need players at the minute. We've got Mainu. Like, we need players at the minute that can step in and play football for us. Apparently, we're um, Matteo Retugi. Apparently, we're scouting him at the moment. All right, no, we don't want Ramos. That's low. Oh yeah, the Bruno to Bayern update. I don't think. I don't think so. Man United are reportedly exploring the possibilities of bringing Greenwood back to the club. I mean, I'm sure we've got a buyback in there anyway, so um, yeah. I don't know. It's a mixed one. I'm going to sit on the fence on this one because I think he's an undeniable talent. The kid was young with his partner. Obviously, I wouldn't like that for my daughter, but we all make mistakes and we all live and learn, don't we? I guess. Um, but do we want that associated with Manchester United? It's a tricky one. It's a tricky one. It really is. Um, so yeah, so it's saying here Paul Scholes left red faced by Harry Maguire, basically, and Luke Shaw because and Casemiro because he came out and said they were no longer able to play physically in this league. Um, and then they came out and showed that they give a great account of themselves against the league holders. So yeah, I mean, I had a bit about this yesterday, saying that sometimes these ex players need to just back off a little bit. Like I know that they're trying to make money from all this crap that they're saying, but just can we just like chill a bit? Ferguson kept you all away from the media, protected you all, even when you had bad games. So come on, let's get behind the boys. Um, Xerxes showed his true colours. Being unused sub, Xerxes. What's that? Squash suggestions that he's unhappy when he darted onto the pitch at full time. Yeah. I mean, the whole squad did, didn't it? Everybody. But, come on, it's been 9 years since we won at Anfield. Like that's a ridiculous stat in itself, and that just shows how far that them knobheads at the top of the club have ruined us. So yeah, I think, guys, I'm going to leave it there because we could just keep reviewing speculation. That there's so much news around Manchester United. We get a win and everything goes like boom, like the worldwide media kind of like quiets down the local Manchester United news, and it all goes a bit, you know. We've got an article from this player, from this, from that, Roy Keane, Scholes, Ferdinand. They all like all of a sudden like everybody drops in. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it there because you could go endless. And then we now need to prepare for Brighton properly. Try to back this up. That poor kid needs a haircut, guys. So yeah, so do like, subscribe, comment, guys. Just drop us a comment, just anything. I appreciate you all. Love you all, and I'll see you on the next one.